In Africa, or more particularly in Nigeria, lots of people cut fabric using the freehand method because it looks faster. Just measure a little here, snip a little there, and voila, you start sewing, right? But here's the truth, guys. Freehand cutting may look faster, but what you get most times are unpredictable results, wasted fabric, and garments that just never fit quite right. Pattern drafting, on the other hand, is the opposite of all of this, and it gives you control and consistency every time. Now let's compare the two methods more extensively. First, freehand cutting. It feels very quick, but it relies heavily on guesswork. You have to do a lot of permutations and combinations with your eye, like, is this curve curving well, or should I adjust it just a little bit or not? And just a lot of trial and error. This is why the results you get are often not the same every single time. Trust me, I know what I'm talking about because I've done freehand before. That is what I did when I first started my journey in fashion. And of course, it's fine if you're just experimenting or making something just once. But if you want repeatable, trusted, reliable designs, it totally falls apart. Freehand cutting falls apart. Now to pattern drafting. Yes, I'm not gonna lie, it takes a lot of time up front, but the thing is, once you've drafted your blocks, once you already have them, it means you already have accuracy, repeatability, and professional fit built in right from the start. And the best part of this is that you can always reuse these blocks as many times as you want, and for dozens and even hundreds and millions of designs. I mean, as long as your pattern, your paper remains intact, that is, it doesn't tear off, you can keep using and reusing it till you get tired, or you just feel like, oh, I think I need to make a new pattern because this one is rough. Think of it like cooking. Freehand cutting is like throwing ingredients together without a recipe. You know those times when you just cook and you rely on your intuition to know when to stop adding salt to your rice. So you don't measure, you just keep putting the salt in. And sometimes it works and your food comes out like tasting really nice, but oftentimes the taste is not always the same every time. Like if you cook it like in that way once, the other way it won't always taste the same. Pattern drafting, on the other hand, is like using a trusted and tested recipe, which means you know exactly what you'll get every single time, as long as your paper remains as long as your pattern follows like your recipe. This is why professionals in the fashion industry almost never rely on freehand cutting, because it's simply not scalable. Pattern drafting is what allows designers reproduce different styles, scale patterns, and achieve the perfect fits we always admire on the runway. And personally, I've taught students who used to rely on freehand cutting, and once they switched to pattern drafting, their results changed dramatically. Their garments finally started fitting the way they imagined, consistently and not just once. And it wasn't even by luck, it was because they had like a repeatable template to follow that is like trusted and reliable every time. So if you are ready to move away from guesswork and start drafting with confidence, my private course walks you step by step through the 4 basic blocks so you can have perfect fits every time you sew. And once you have these blocks, you'll never feel stuck with freehand cutting ever again. Tap the link right above your screen to learn more about the course. Also, just in case you are just starting out and you would like to know where to start from with your drafting, download my free pattern drafting essentials checklist, which will help you understand the tools and basics you need before drafting your first book. You'll find the link to that right below this video in the description box. Remember guys, freehand might feel fast. Actually, it's fast, but pattern drafting gives you the results that last. You get meaningful results, consistent results, and reliable results every time. I'll see you in my next video. Bye.